Bob Johnson with PKNW Modelwerx coming at you with another video. So the pod arrived with all my hobby materials at the new creative space. You've never seen how they unload one of these things. It's kind of crazy. What follows is a time lapse of me unloading the pod over the next 5 hours. Quite an effort. You'll see, among other things, that the door to the pod would not open completely. There was a tab hanging up on my workbench, and I couldn't move the workbench. So I ended up climbing inside the pod and emptying it out enough so I could move the workbench in order to get the door open. You can see at the beginning of the day, it started out pretty foggy down there by the river. 10 o'clock in the morning, but it was still pretty foggy, and it turned into a bright, sunshiny day later in the day. You'll also notice there were quite a few large and very heavy rocks that my wife wanted to bring from Texas that were in the pod. I'd forgotten about those. A couple of, also planters full of dirt that my wife wanted to bring, so, there was some pretty heavy stuff in there. 2 wardrobe boxes of clothing that we'd also managed to put in there. The one of my wife's, which was near the front of the pod here, got a little bit crushed. Mine was totally pancaked. I still haven't opened it up to see what's in there. But at any rate, the hazards of self-packing, I guess. At least one hand truck load I did manage to spill. I don't know if you'll see that eventually. This was, my camera ran out of juice on the inside, but that's what it looked like as I was stacking the material on the floor on moving blankets inside the space for now. So I'm going to have the walls clear so I can paint them, finish them, put the baseboards on, do the ceilings, install lighting. There's a lot that still needs to be done, but I didn't want to be spending the money on this monthly pod rental if I didn't have to. So, plus I get access to my stuff. I can set up a temporary workbench, and I can get to work. So, really excited about that. And effective next week, I'm going to start doing my day job out of the office. The internet's been set up. That was set up just before the pod arrived, or actually while the pod was being delivered. The Xfinity guy was finishing up the install of the internet. So, I'm ready to go. See these tubs, I put my models in these clear plastic tubs. There's the spill that had to be corrected, I think. But I use these clear plastic bins to hold my unbuilt models so that I can see what's in there without having to create too much of an inventory. Now we're getting down to the end. You may see my wife come into the picture here. Well, that's all for now from Bob Johnson at PKNW Modelwerx. Until next time, keep on modeling.